All right, so we got Lean Back, y'all. Lean Back, tell us where you from.
Hey, Gastonia, North Carolina.
Gastonia, North Carolina, period. All right. We got a little bit of noise in the background, y'all. You got anything? Let me ask you something. You a husky? Are you a husky?
You're damn right. That's me.
Period. So tell us a little bit about your childhood. Like, how was your childhood growing up in Gastonia?
With the crack, white people fighting.
Okay.
Hey, you know I did. I bust the head, girl. You know that I been behind. Which one? You know what?
Okay.
What part of Gastonia you grew up on? You grew up on the
Highland Hills.
Highland Hills?
Red Street.
So right here.
Tell one nigga. She don't know. There's no nowadays. There's no permit.
Period.
Kid.
Okay.
Permit.
So you grew up in Highland Hills. You went to Hunter Hus High School. Let me ask you something. How did you end up out here on the streets?
I fucked up. I let myself down. I fucked up.
Yes.
And okay.
I heard you say you was in the military earlier. So you went into the military after high school, or?
Military nut.
Did you go to the military?
Military was America these nuts.
Okay, so you didn't like it at all.
Fuck the nigga.
I know that's right.
Look at me.
I feel you.
I went to school.
You went to school?
For the integrated school.
Okay.
All black school. Integrated to me a white man. What them funkies? Now I'm fighting everybody.
Okay.
I'm a great man. God's good.
Absolutely. So
Love you.
how long did you stay in the military?
I think I'm in war now.
I feel that.
Yeah.
I get where you're coming from.
You feel cause you feel like bum. You don't know my don't play me. So with your kids, to play me. So with your pussy, don't play me. With your bitch, don't play that. Don't play your life.
So don't play with your life.
With your life.
All right, brother. Well, listen. This is what I want to know how long you stayed in, because there may be some benefits for you. You feel me?
Right.
Well, give them that 30 years.
Okay, listen. Depending on how long you stayed in, and you know what I'm saying?
And what?
The status that you got as a veteran.
I'm in war now. They ain't give me shit. I'm homeless.
I feel you. I understand that.
You feeling now? You know what I'm saying? I like it.
Because there are a lot of veterans like right now they didn't realize before that they could get certain benefits, but now they're getting them. You know what I'm saying? They're getting the money in their pocket every month, and they're able to like make a living. So
yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying? We might be able to give you some resources and help you out.
Right. If you want them, we'll definitely give you that.
Well, give them to me.
Where are you currently living at now?
Underground homeless.
Well, at nighttime, where do you normally lay?
See where I can.
Just wherever you can.
I'm homeless. You know, I'm homeless.
You don't really mess with the shelters?
I've done that.
Say it's just a little bit too much with all the time.
I get all that. God is good.
God is good.
All the time.
Right. In spite of.
I love you.
Well, we love you back.
You know what? I like the way you do it right there. That like you hurt.
So you say you a husky though, huh?
Hell yeah.
What year?
That's 75.
75?
I'm 62 years old.
You 62? Okay, my dad is 70.
And the glory of God.
Okay.
Yo.
That's what's up.
Hey, see me. Nigga, do feel me.
Let me ask you a question. A serious
I tell you when you talk too much, I say you never shut up.
I know, that's
dumb ass.
But seriously.
What's up with her dumb ass?
So
pretty.
thank you. So just a serious question. After graduation, you say you went to the military, right?
I'm at war now, these motherfuckers.
I know.
I'm at war.
But when you went to the military, you came home, what happened? Like, what happened?
I got green.
You had PTSD?
Wild out.
You was wilding out?
I don't give a damn now.
Okay.
I care about everybody in the world. I tell you what, the devil told me, fuck me, fuck you. I tell you what, you just like God love you, and like God be the one to get everything you want. And say, ooh.
Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite drug?
Huh?
What's your favorite drug?
That's on that new whip. Bang, bang, nobody boy. Hey, you know.
What's your drug of choice?
God.
God. That's
Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that.
Don't look at me. With your dumb ass.
So listen, being out here on the street, like, what's your biggest struggle? Like, what's the biggest thing, the biggest obstacle that you have to overcome being out here on the street?
Homeless. I'm homeless. I shall be out now. He said it. That's in my baby mom ain't shit.
Hey,
I
okay.
lied to you, my baby mom, she shit.
You got kids?
New Jersey.
You from New Jersey?
Blood crib.
You got kids?
I'm from Gas House.
You ain't got no kids?
I got 5 on it.
You got 5 kids?
And I get kids. I got 5 on it.
Okay.
New Jersey. Blood crib.
Let's
Now, get on my face. Oh, this bitch ass.
Oh, you want to do it now?
See me there? See me? Fuck them bitch ass motherfucker. Fuck with bitch
What was
ass.
it doing?
Just drive.
Ew. Drive, get on my face.
Okay. Hey, so lean back, man. Listen, we appreciate you talking to us, and as promised, man, we got your back.
Tell you what, God on my back.
That's right.
Tell you what.
But guess what? Today, God sent us.
You
You feel me? Today He sent us.
God, you here.
All right, so
and brother God.
as promised, man.
Appreciate you.
We appreciate you. Thank
send me
you.
another.
Make sure you get you something good to eat. You
Hey,
feel me?
All right.
I don't wanna your apples and banana. I'll let you.
Here, get you something else too.
Can I let you up and down till you play it down?
Nope.
We appreciate you.
Thank
Yo,
you.
fuck forward. You know, do for y'all. Get your face. Give me vote. Get on my face. And leave what?
Lean back.
Tell them what your name is one more
Lean
time.
Hey, my name is. Nigga don't dare to put present. Don't try with. Motherfucker.
Hey.
Lean back. Lean back. Hey.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, y'all. So we just got finished talking to Lean Back, man, and listen to. Oh, he want to talk again, y'all, but he's happy. Yeah, he's super happy that we came out here. No problem.
I'm back to walk it like a chop. Walk it like a chop.
Talk it.
Talk it. Boom, bang, bang, I'm about to go. Hey, you man, but more than nothing, man, in my day. Give me a vote. Get on my vote. And lean back.
Lean back.
We appreciate you,
Thank
man.
you. So look, y'all, he was almost in tears after we got into the car. But you know what I'm saying? We came out here, talked to him today, put a little bit of money in his pocket. So, well, I mean, what else can you want? You feel me? So. So as y'all can see, I mean, the street life not only takes a toll on you physically, but it also takes a toll on a lot of these guys mentally. I know that it's easy to sit back and kind of watch, and because it is kind of comical to talk to some of these guys, but at the same time, man, keep in the back of your mind the mental health aspect that we're dealing with. We're going over right now to the QT. It's a store that's right across the street from the Salvation Army, which is the primary homeless shelter in this area. And so when there's no resources, there's no extra beds for all the people that are in need for that day, they just kind of go without. And a lot of them you'll find in this parking lot asking for money or just kind of hanging out.
Your real
My
name?
name's Lee Kirkland.
Lee what?
Kirkland?
Well, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Kirkland.
Yes, ma'am.
So you from Gaston County?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, born and raised.
Born in Kings Mountain and
Okay.
raised in Gaston County.
Okay.
Dallas and Gastonia and Hardin.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind telling us, like, what are some of the things that led to your homelessness in your lifetime?
My mama and daddy died. My big brother died. My little brother died. My wife died. I got married again, and she died.
Damn.
And, yeah, by dying on me.
Damn. So you have any kids?
Yeah, I have a son and a daughter.
Okay.
And they were both in Shelby. Last I know they was.
Right.
I got one granddaughter. My daughter had for me because I went and watched her have her.
Uh-huh. Man. So before do you live at the shelter or you just...
I live in the yard beside it. So they don't even let me in the shelter. They won't let me in. They won't let me have bed. I sleep on the ground out there on the cover.
Right.
Got rained on like crazy this morning.
Right.
It rained hard right before daylight. Real hard.
So before you became homeless, did you have a home? Did you?
Yeah, and my daddy died.
Uh-huh.
And he left it to my step sister-in-law.
Uh-huh.
Because she paid taxes on it for him.
Right.
And so he left it to her, and that took it from me.
Right.
And she got everything in the house.
It made you leave.
And I had to leave.
Man. So
me and my dad already decided I was gonna leave anyway because
right.
I already had it.
Right. So is this pretty much is this it for you? Are you looking for housing or you know?
Yeah, I'm looking for housing, but like I got raped this past month and my check got stolen. They stole my credit cards.
You say you got raped?
Yeah. That's where
Oh my goodness.
That's bashing their heads from.
Man, people out here just doing whatever. But you do have income?
No. I have my disability income, but I didn't get to get it this month because they took my cards and all, and I couldn't.
Do you have somebody helping you get your disability and stuff back now?
No. I can't get nobody with a phone.
Damn.
I hooked up with a girl last night.
Uh-huh.
And we set me up the phone, but she took my other book bag and half my stuff.
Damn.
And she left too.
So everybody's just taking.
Yeah. And when I was in the hospital, they took my stuff down at Salvation Army off the fence beside it. They took it all and unloaded it when I went to the hospital.
Right.
I come back and they were handling it.
So I'm gonna ask you a kind of personal question. Throughout your homelessness, was there any type of drug or alcohol or anything that helped contribute to your homelessness? Or just a bunch of
alcohol.
Alcohol. Okay. You still drinking?
I still drink a little bit, but I didn't nothing like I used to.
Right. Okay.
I'm looking for a house now. I mean, I've got to get my income straightened back out again now.
Right.
Because I got to get somebody with a phone. That girl hadn't left me.
What's your name?
Ronnie.
Ronnie? Okay. And your name? Ashley. All right, cool. So, how did you guys end up in Gastonia? Y'all from Gastonia?
I'm not originally, no, I'm originally from up north.
Okay, what part?
Ohio.
Okay. All right. And you
I'm
say
from Mount Vernon, about 45 minutes to an hour from Columbus, actually.
okay. So how'd you end up in Gaston County?
Well, I was a teenager and I was getting in some trouble up there in Ohio. And when I was, my mom and my grandmother, God rest my grandmother's soul, she's passed away now.
Sorry.
My mom and my grandmother took joint custody of me. I moved to Tennessee at 15.
Okay.
Didn't like the South because where I was from in Tennessee, it was the straight woods. The Hicks, you couldn't go nowhere.
Right.
Moved back up north to Ohio at 16 and a half, almost 17. Almost tried as an adult for prison.
Okay.
Moved back to Tennessee and dropped out of high school at 18. Less than 3 months ago to graduate in high school. Moved in with my aunt in Warwick.
Okay.
She's passed away now too. And I've been down here on and off since 2014 for the last 9 years.
Okay. Wow.
I've been in and out of homes. I've been in and out of shelters. I've been on these streets. Basically, these streets is basically what raised me.
Okay.
I'm 26, going on 27 this year, and I've got 2 kids.
Okay.
I've lost both of them, but I've given them both a better life.
Right.
I'm legally married, separated from my husband right now, and it's kind of a struggle right now.
Okay.
It's hard out here, especially in the wintertime stuff too.
Right. So do you so what are you looking for housing, or are you
Right now, yeah, I am.
Okay.
Especially with my 6-month-old puppy.
Okay.
I don't have a job. I don't have my ID or social security card. My ex-boyfriend stole it.
okay?
I'm waiting on my foster mom to get my birth certificate in the mail so that way I can go and get my ID back. Go to the courthouse, get my marriage certificate, go to the DMV, get the ID, get the social security card, get up on my feet. I mean, I've got jobs lined up out the ass,
Right.
but I don't have the identification
Right.
proof.
And that's a
common
struggle.
thing.
Yeah.
It
common
really
thing.
is, and it's
Like,
hard.
And a lot of times people will just get rid of your shit just to
Trust
make
me.
it harder
Yeah,
than it
definitely.
already is.
Yeah.
Because they know
I've been jumping from house to house, place to place, and it's all hard.
And this gets so expensive.
Definitely, especially people wanting to give you money and sex, and drugs.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that. How are you surviving out here?
Recently, I quit shooting up 2 months ago on drugs, and it's because the ex-boyfriend that stole all my stuff.
Congratulations.
The ex-boyfriend that actually stole all my stuff and my identity.
Right.
He got me to realize what I was doing and knew I was coming, so I quit.
Right.
I used to prostitute
Very proud of you.
for money. I used to be able to take care of my drug addiction.
Right.
Right now, I'm trying to cut back on all that too,
Right.
as you can tell.
Good for you.
I'm like really proud of myself.
Yes, definitely.
I just talked to my mom today too, and she's still proud of me because I'm going on 2 months strong.
Right.
She's about to let me see my six-year-old son again.
Right.
So that's kind of a big old blessing right there too.
That's cool.
Awesome.
You gotta sometimes if you want to change,
Sometimes,
you gotta start
like they
somewhere.
say, God will put you through the worst storm ever in order for the light to be brought through.
That's right.
That's right.
You gotta go through the darkest times before you can ever have the good times come through first.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Right.
What you doing?
Well, we appreciate you
And so-
sharing with us.
Yeah, let us know what
It's
your
the least I
dog's
can
name
do.
is.
What's your dog's name?
Fanir, F-A-F-N-I-R. It's Greek.
that.
It's Greek for green fiery demon.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
He's
I
done
like
snapped.
that.
Yeah, I do like that. That
He's
is.
done great at people protecting me, and he has snapped at a couple people.
Uh-huh.
But you know, that's kind of why that's a attractive release for you.
Right. He is a
He's only 6 months old. They say my ex-girlfriend, she named him, and I don't know why she named him that. People can't say it, so I tell them either Fanir.
And it's hard for
It's
me too.
Fanir. It starts with an F.
Right.
Fanir.
Veneer. Okay.
Yeah, you're my baby. You're my
So
baby.
Ashley, it's Ashley, right?
He's a lab and pit mix, but you can tell more of the Labrador in him than you can the pit.
Yeah,
Exactly.
definitely.
You're my baby.
I raised in Bessemer City. I went to Gaston County because I went to Highland.
Yeah.
I graduated from Highland for a manufacturing electrical engineer. I've had 3 strokes and a heart attack just this last September.
Wow.
I have a titanium valve. I haven't had my medicine because of it's like $100 for a pill.
Right.
Yeah. They said my blood was too big.
Right.
They smushed my brain. And I've been in and out on the streets. I've had DV. I was supposed to be a vegetable in November.
Right.
I had another one in February,
Uh-huh.
and it was worse. I could tell I couldn't spell. I couldn't talk. I couldn't do anything.
Now you got it all back.
I'm trying.
that's good.
I stutter a little bit.
She's trying.
Yeah, I'm really trying.
Now y'all best friends or?
Yeah.
We've known each other for a minute. We've
known
up
each
and
other for a
down. It's
really
been up
long
and downs,
minute.
up and downs, but
We've had our falling outs, but we've also come back as being friends. So.
Okay, it's good. It's always good to have a friend like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
yes, ma'am.
So you how did you end up out here? If you don't mind us asking.
DV and like my parents are not very. I mean, they're great parents, but they have my oldest daughter. I have 4 kids, but I only get to see one,
Okay.
and they have my oldest. So
Right.
I don't really try to get anything from them.
Right.
I just trying to do it on my own. I'm trying to get my disability for my strokes and stuff,
Right.
but I'm actually getting better to where I probably could have a job.
Right.
So
Okay.
I actually do have a job. I just got a job 2 days ago, but my co-worker is kind of thrown off a little, so I'm not exactly sure what to think about it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
Right.
yeah,
So I'm just gonna be blunt about it, you know, because we gotta ask these type of questions. Do you suffer from any type of substance abuse, or what's your drug
I
of
have
choice?
many times.
You have me, okay, and we're not judging
not at
you.
the moment,
Right.
but
Not
just,
judging.
Yeah, we're
Just
not judging.
Trying to get people's story.
Yeah, I've got definitely, especially when I
Honestly, I've done everything. I've actually, last time I did anything, I tried it in a needle. It was methamphetamine and tar, which was heroin. And then it was also methamphetamine and white china.
Oh wow!
I will never touch. I will
So
never
you
touch
lucky to
heroin
be here.
again.
Right, lucky to still be alive.
Yeah, same
I
here.
still like smoking weed. I can't.
Okay,
Of
I
course.
don't smoke no weed.
When I
Of
first
course,
got down
of
here,
course.
that's all I did.
I'm
was I smoked
bipolar and all this other
Right.
depression and all this stuff. And
Right.
I don't like all these pills.
Yeah.
I don't want to think that because I'm just smart enough to know I research everything.
Right.
Okay. So would you say that you use those things to, kind of suppress what you're going through?
Yeah, sometimes, especially when I can't. It's been almost 5 years since I've seen my other 3 kids,
Wow.
Right.
and it's only because my baby daddy, he wants to be him and his girlfriend's play. Ain't no way. I was with him for.
They wanted you to be their play toy.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I was with him for 10 years, and he
Right.
beat on me, and mostly mentally, it was everything,
Right.
and I just couldn't.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, my youngest is my middle one. She's handicapped, and her birthday's in 6 days.
Okay.
She'll be 11. My oldest is 15. My son will be 13.
Okay.
Oh my Jesus! And Mackenzie will be 16 in February.
Trust me, my oldest is only 6 and he just turned 6 in August this year.
Where is he at?
With my mom in Tennessee.
Okay.
He's autistic and my mom dropped it on me recently that I was autistic too. And I had been trying to figure out which side of his family, mine or his dad's side,
Right.
where the autism come from. And I found out it was my side of the family.
Wow.
My youngest, she'll be 3 in May. She's in
Okay.
foster care down here in Gaston County.
I understand.
So I got a question for both of you ladies. What's your biggest struggle out here being homeless?
The drugs, for me, I would say the drugs is the biggest thing. Like I said,
Stay sober.
yeah, like I said, it's kind of difficult with everybody that you used to hang out with when you were sober.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is hard.
being hardcore on drugs,
Yeah.
it's the hardest thing. The drugs, I would say, is the hardest thing out here.
Gosh, I could imagine.
Transportation is that trying to get a job.
Right.
Is that
It's
what you would
only
say it is
from-
for you?
Yeah, probably because the bus is only from
5:30 in the morning
to
to
5 in the afternoon.
5:30 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So after
really
that,
After
When in
that, you
Charlotte,
stuck.
they run like almost pretty much all the time.
right.
South Carolina does it too.
Do they? What part?
Greenville. That's where I had my heart surgery. Was in Greenville.
Okay.
I was told that I was gonna have to have my surgery within a year, and they said I went back to Gastonia. Even the doctors, no co. I had to have copay $200 to $250 just to even look at me.
Right.
I had to go back to South Carolina,
Just
and they
to
they get a scholarship for me.
Man, awesome.
Yeah, yeah, that
That's
was
good, but
that
it's
was
sad
awesome.
you gotta
It
go
was.
through all that. Just
Right.
to get medical treatment.
Or 45,000, and all they wanted me to get was like $888. Yeah,
But that's hard to
Yeah.
get when you don't have,
Yes,
have
ma'am.
resources to get it.
Definitely. Well, we appreciate you ladies telling us y'all story,
For sure.
And we are the Mo Hustle Show. I don't know if you guys have access to phone, internet,
I
but
do have my phone.
I do.
make sure y'all go subscribe to our channel.
The bus
Okay.
station and stuff.
For sure. Make sure y'all subscribe to our channel.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you guys.
All right, thank y'all, and good luck.
Thank you
luck.
guys. God bless y'all.
It was
Thank
nice
you.
meeting y'all.
No problem.
Nice meeting you too.
Roberto Thomas. Okay, sir. Are you from the Charlotte area?
Yes and no. I come here to go to work.
You coming to go to work?
Yeah, and
Okay.
but I kind of put myself in a position where I'm homeless.
I got you.
I did.
All right. So where did you come up at?
I'm from Michigan originally, but I was up in the Fayetteville area, taking care of my mom and stuff. You know, and before I left here, I built a whole bunch of buildings in this town. View, NASCAR Hall of Fame, Grand Bohemian.
Oh, you did a lot of construction in the
Yeah.
area? Okay, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So how did you end up out here? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, bad decision making and feeling sorry for myself and not forgiving the people and myself, you know.
Okay.
You know, I'm learning to look at me now instead of what they did. I'm looking at me,
I like that.
you know, and because I'm still dealing with that, I'm dealing with these, you know, and that's just me. You know. I got a good job, but, you know, I don't mean nothing.
You know, that's interesting because a lot of times it's a lot of traffic out here. A lot of times when we see people that are out here, them having jobs. So the fact that you have a job and it's still pretty difficult for you, those are the things that we want to shed light on. And I noticed that you mentioned addiction. So I'm just gonna be very blunt with it. Like, what's your drug of choice?
Right?
Crack cocaine. And I think that's a lot of people in the area, or just period. It's just one of the things.
All over the same.
Yeah.
In every corner. The same.
So are you currently staying in the shelter or?
Well, when I make right choices, well, yeah, I'm over there on Statesville, but when I make the right choices, I can stay in hotels. Pay my way.
They let y'all stay in the hotels?
Huh?
What kind of deal they have going on with the hotels?
I work. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you can pretty much just buy your own hotel.
Oh, okay, I get what you're saying.
What are the stipulations for staying in the shelters here? Like, is there a time that you have to be in there?
Yeah, they see. I can call the 800 number, but the number for the but I be at work at 8 o'clock in the morning. So I miss it, so I'm working. You know, and yeah, they tell me they say 4:30. I get in when I get out of work.
Okay.
If I get in.
Yeah.
Do they provide y'all with a meal?
Yeah.
What they would call a
You
meal,
used to be
right?
hungry afterwards.
Right.
I'll tell you that.
Right.
Okay. So being out here on the street, what would you say is the biggest struggle?
I'm gonna tell you, like, the biggest struggle right now for being out here, you know, a lot of us walk around with this going a little bit. Argue with ourselves, with the decision. You know, always looking over our shoulder, but ain't nobody back there. Together, like always. You know, it's crazy.
So you would say that there's a lot of people that's out here on the street that's struggling with mental health issues?
Yeah. Got to be. Mental people out here. And that's real. You know, a lot of people have some up here that just won't let them be the way they're supposed to be, you know?
Right.
You know, yes, we all have a choice, but we don't see the end of that choice.
Right.
You know, we don't, like me, my choice making, I didn't know the end. I thought it was just going to be temporal. You know, I can get back to where I want, but something went wrong.
Right.
You know, and what it's doing, you know, last year I was comfortable. I was driving a Hyundai Accent 2020. I had a place and everything. That was last year.
Just last year.
Look at me now, you know.
It's amazing how quickly things can change.
Mine was all right then. At least that's what I thought. At least that's what I thought until I looked at the whole picture and said, whoa. Then I couldn't digest it fast enough to let it go. So I held on to it and woe is me. Woe is me.
So if you had to give people any advice, not a coach, you know what I'm saying? Just being out here with the street life, or if you wanted to just tell somebody, hey, this is what we go through, what would it be for you?
Let's look at it before the street life, okay? Before we even have to come out here.
Okay.
Forgive people often.
Yes.
All right.
Forgive people often.
Right.
God tells us to forgive, but if you don't, it'll pile up, until you can't control that, and then you go into somebody that come along, the devil, like he always does, come along and introduce you to something that you like, and it'll keep you prisoner.
Right.
So we have to forgive often. And for those who's out here, we need some help, y'all. Mental health. Mental health. For real, because a lot of us got stuff on our minds and we don't know how to let it go. Unless people like y'all come along and ask questions, and then we get to let it go and people hear. But we're dealing with mental issues. And that is all. We got to know how. A lot of us got to know how to make it. We got to know how.
It's just overcoming that mental block, that thing that's standing in your way. I get it, yeah. Well, thank you. We definitely appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Appreciate your time. Appreciate your
Thank you for stopping. At least I got some of that stuff on.
All right, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
All right, it was nice meeting you.
Yep, thank you. I'm going to show you how busy the devil really is in destroying us, men, women. I'm going to show you who I really am. But you can't say that on camera, okay?
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
This is who I am. Mental blocks.
Yeah, that's for real.
And it goes against all of us.
Yeah.
Not just one.
Oh yeah, he definitely goes up all of us.
Y'all keep moving prayers.
Peace and blessings to you, brother, and we appreciate your time. We really do.
Right, we do. You have a good rest of the day.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're in the first ward in Charlotte, North Carolina, the Tryon area, near the homeless shelter. So you'll find a lot of homeless people in this area, and along this wall you see a bunch of homeless people lined up, and this is pretty much where they congregate during the day before it's time for them to go to bed. And if you see the building behind them, we interviewed a few of these people, and they said that's where they sleep. They sleep on the sidewalks along the building that's behind them. So it's pretty rough out here, as you can see.
Nickname, just call me T.
See.
Okay. Okay.
All right, what you need to know here? What you want to know here?
Okay, so like, how did you end up out here? How did you end up, living the homeless life?
Well, my story comes back from so my mother passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And a relationship I had failed at the same time, was failing at the same time.
Okay.
So that put me in a bind, of course. And of course, there's one more factor, and that factor is the economy in Charlotte at that time was crashing.
Right.
When I first came to Charlotte, it was booming.
How long have you been in Charlotte?
I've been in Charlotte about 28 years. Close to
Okay,
30
where are you
years.
from?
I'm from Connecticut.
Okay.
But, I've been down here most of my life,
Right.
down this way.
Gotcha. Okay.
So what is the next question?
So you said you there.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you?
All right. So you said you came up in Connecticut. What was your childhood like?
Well, I had a good childhood,
You had a great childhood. Okay.
Childhood was about gravy,
Okay.
gravy-ish.
Right.
I had a pretty fun childhood.
Okay. So basically, I'm just gonna be blunt with you. Are there any? Do you suffer from any like substance abuse or anything like that? Because a lot of times what we're seeing in people that are homeless.
Well, you got some out here that are, and then you got some that's
Right.
not. You know what I'm saying? So you got some that I guess they do what they do to compensate whatever pains they're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you would say, basically. But
What are they doing back there? If you don't mind me asking?
oh yeah,
They give them food or something?
no, they're gonna give us gift cards,
Oh, okay.
That's dope.
Yeah, that is
I like
dope.
that.
but you gotta take a swab.
Oh, for
Not
COVID?
swab your nose, you have to go there.
Oh.
Cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to come over and ask you something.
I don't
You
know.
can if you want to. Okay.
Yeah.
So like as you said, not everybody out here suffers from substance abuse.
But if you go down a little bit further, you might run into what you may or may not. It's there for me though. So I don't know. But like I say, not everybody out here is out in the world here is suffering from what.
Okay. So what would you say is the biggest struggle being out here?
Well, when you're out here, one of the biggest struggles is housing a factor. You gotta have housing.
Right.
So when you say struggle, you do what you do. You do what you can do until you do what you can do.
Right. All you can do is what you can
Yeah,
do. Right.
yeah. But you gotta have a positive attitude.
That's right.
You got to have a goal. You got to have a mission. But that doesn't negate, so to speak. Yeah, I got to use that word. Hey, that doesn't negate. And I said it twice. Check this out. That doesn't negate the deal. That doesn't negate that the fact you got to go through an ordeal.
Right.
You got to go through the ordeal. Now you can have your goals, but if you ain't prepared to go through the ordeal, and if you don't have the goals, you just about, man, it's gonna be a rough shot.
Right.
I didn't make the rules. I'm a God-fearing man. I love God, Jesus. So you gotta have all that. You gotta have belief. You gotta have Jesus. If you're not there. Many people have fell through the cracks, straight through.
Right.
Like you may already, which is common sense. You don't have Jesus, you got nothing.
That's a fact.
Right.
Period. I mean, you can have a big mansion, house, this, that, other, but if you ain't got Jesus, you got nothing.
Right.
I didn't make the rules, but I do know.
That's the rule.
I know the deal. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The rule. That's the rule.
That is the rule.
And so, I get back to the fact that, it's bigger than, like I say, if you ain't got Jesus, that's it. All I can say, because man is not the answer.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Man is not the answer. I didn't make the rule, but that's the rule. You run the man, a lot of people run the man for this, try to do that, for that. Man can say no, man can say forget you, man can try to dog you. But like I say, direction, you got one direction. You want to, and one force, what I would say, force, real force.
That's right. That's the only force.
The only force. That's what I say, the real. When I say real force, that means that's it.
That's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to sound like I'm.
So let me ask you this: where do you sleep at night?
Oh yeah, well I sleep in the bed.
You sleep in a bed, okay?
Yeah,
So
now.
you have.
Yeah, but like I said, I've been through left and right, left to right. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
I've been,
right.
Like you say, you ain't got to tell everything, man.
That's right. You
But
don't have to
but you get an idea
Right.
of have some kind of idea of what I'm trying to say,
Right. Okay.
without me
Telling
I'm
your
saying it.
Right.
Without me saying I'm saying it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You can have a secret honeycomb hideout and tell somebody you got a honeycomb hideout without them knowing what a honeycomb hideout is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's what like I say, I'm like a bill payer. Like I say. But there was a time when, it was rough.
Right.
But I'm a soldier, but that don't mean it wasn't rough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people say, well, I'm rough as a soldier. No, see,
Right.
you got the podcast. So I'm gonna just tell you, I slept in the rain. I slept in cold rain. I slept in cold snow.
Wow, man.
Soldier. God. Jesus.
Right.
Trust me when I tell you, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I look straight into both of y'all's beautiful eyes. And I say, you know what I'm saying? I don't look away. I'm telling you, trust me when I say.
Yeah.
But God is so good that what I'm going to do is not be afraid to tell my story.
That's right. And thank God that you're in a position to where you can talk about it and still smile about it and shed light on it. Because that's really all we want to do, man. We want to shed light on the situation, because we don't think people are doing that enough as far as homelessness and
Shed the light hard, because these ladies, I'm going to run over here right quick.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
If I don't do it now, I won't get done.
All right, y'all. So we just spoke with T. Man, y'all see how this situation is out here, man.
I guess if you had to tell us in a nutshell, how did you end up homeless in the streets of Charlotte?
Well, it all started back when I was around about 30, 31, and I was dating this Hispanic guy, and we were together for about a year, and he was selling on the streets, more trial. And, him and I, we met at the transit one afternoon, and we ran into some of his acquaintances. They wanted to know where a cheap hotel was.
Right.
So he kind of helped him out, right? And I went with him. And we got the room. We were sitting there watching TV for some hours, and then it started getting dark out.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, they started putting this white stuff up on these pipes, and I'm going, what is that? Because the only drug I knew about was weed.
Right.
This is right here.
And so I was curious, and I begged him to try it. And finally, he got fed up, and he went, "Here, try it." Even though he repeatedly told me no numerous times.
Right.
I was sick for about, I don't know, an hour, throwing up on the bed with a washcloth on my forehead. An hour passed, I was back doing it again.
What was it?
Crack.
Oh.
So basically, this drug has kept me out here on the streets, away from my family. Hey y'all, whatever you do, don't try this stuff. It's no good. It's the devil. It'll take you away from the people that love you, because there's a saying, the streets don't love you, heroin doesn't love you, crack doesn't love you. The drug that you think you love are actually taking you away from the people that love you.
That's right.
That's right.
This stuff has been keeping me out here off and on for about 9-10 years. And I just turned 40 back in May.
Right.
And so now, my mama just turned 75 in June. And I have a family that loves me. And this drug, no good.
Well, we appreciate you sharing that with us.
That's my testimony.
Well, let me ask you this: what is the biggest struggle being out here in the streets?
The biggest one,
Yeah.
trust.
Trust.
Safety.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
There's a lot of crazy people in this world today.
People out here doing just whatever to take what you have.
Yes, ma'am. That's why on this wall, yes, the volunteers come out here, they feed, they do good by us.
Right.
By, you know, but, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, anyway, yeah, trust.
Right.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Sorry. It's just the people on this wall, you have to have your guard up at all times because people rob, kill. I've been out here some time now, like I said, off and on for 9-10 years, and I've seen some terrible stuff happen.
Wow.
Especially to me. I've been raped.
Man.
I've been held at gunpoint.
Oh no.
I've been almost choked to death. I've been shot at over a damn cigarette.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've been prostituted out, saying they're gonna pay me my money, and they drive off and they don't give me a dime.
They don't give you a dime.
And
See, that's
I feel so used.
That's crazy.
And you know what? I stopped. You know what I stopped doing for my safety? I stopped going in and out of cars with people because you don't know who you're getting into a car with.
Right.
They could have a knife. They could have a gun. They could have
Anything.
a blade. You know, guys, if you have a family that loves you, please, don't get hooked on drugs. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're not missing out on anything, trust me. And if you've tried drugs, like me, we need help, and we can't do it alone. And if you're willing to quit, then I'll follow. God bless.
absolutely.
We appreciate
Thank you.
That's my testimony.
Thank you so much for your story.
Thank you. Thank you
you.
so much. Mo and Hustle,
Mo and Hustle.
Yep. We appreciate you.
can I give you guys a hug?
Sure.
If you have access,
I've been vaccinated 3 times already.
I'm good. I give you a fist bump.
Cool. How about a fist bump and an air hug?
Yeah, there you go. You're doing air hug. What was I gonna say? Do you have any friends out here? Do you have anybody that you hang with? Like maybe.
I mean, I have far and very few between.
Got you.
These people, they don't care about you.
Right.
They're only out to get over on you. What's in it for me? From you? What can I get out of you?
Right.
For
Right.
me?
That's
It's
what.
like give. I'm the kind person. I think I'm too kind for this, to be honest with you, because I give. Whatever it is I have that a person needs, I give.
Right.
And I get nothing in return.
You gotta start being selfish sometimes out here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Definitely be selfish.
Yep. I know. And that's not who I am, but these people and these streets have made me that way.
Right. Gotta be hard out here.
Yes. You have people will follow you. At night, they'll say you owe them money when you really don't, because they're crazed because they just did some drugs.
Right.
It basically, what this crap does is it lowers your inhibitions. It makes you into a person you really don't want to be. Like in the NA book, Narcotics Anonymous, it says Dr. Jekyll died and then Mr. Hyde took over. The devil, the good person, and the devil. But see, crack is a mental thing. It's mind over matter.
Right.
You can't let this stuff control you. You have to control it. If you let it control you, then you turn into a completely different person.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Well,
Anyways, guys, please don't be like me. Please stay with your family. Stay with the people that love and care about you.
Exactly.
You're gonna get better though.
I believe
I'm
that too
alive by
because
God's grace. If it weren't for God, I don't think I'd be here.
at least you're conscious of what you need to do and what you need to stay away from out here. You know that you need to be with your family. And once you know it, it's just taking those steps every day to get back there. You know.
Right.
All right. Well, we appreciate you.
Thank you so
guys
much.
so much for hearing me.
No
And
problem.
Thank y'all.
Thank you
Are you
for
still
sharing.
recording?
Yes, I am.
Thank you guys. I love you. Be safe. Stay home.
Don't do drugs. Thank you.
Love you guys.
All right.
And be kind.
Oh yeah,
Like
definitely.
Hunter says.
Be kind.
If you're mean to people, you get mean back. If you're good to people, you get good back.
Absolutely.
That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Yep.
All right, y'all. So as y'all can see, man, there is certainly a homelessness issue here in Charlotte, Mecklenburg area.
Yep. A lot of people don't realize it.
Yeah,
There's a tent city just behind, a block over.
yeah.
But they made them leave.
Yeah, they made them leave, and so this is what they have to do now. They pretty much just out here, just kind of trying to make it, y'all.
My name is Mo. This is Hustle, and like she said, we're doing a podcast. It's called the Mo Hustle Show. Like I said, just homeless awareness. We're trying to, let people hear y'all stories. A lot of times people see homeless people and automatically, there's a stigma, and they don't really know how somebody ended up homeless. And that the same thing that happened to anybody homeless can happen to anybody. So, how would you describe, if you had to describe it, how did you end up out here?
Didn't have the help from other people. The people had no resources and stuff. And I'm 64. And I was renting a bi-level house, which was 2 bedroom, but I'm paying $800, and had to do the yard, the gas. I had to do the yard, gas, electric, and water. You had to do the yard that wasn't done for 6 years, and it stressed me out.
Right.
I stayed in it for 6 months and it stressed me out.
Right.
So I ended up out here.
Okay.
And I have no family here, so.
Where are you from?
Harrisburg, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Yeah. So it really did a toll on me. I just turned 64, so I was in an accident down here, so I'm not able to work like I used to. I'm retired.
Right.
But I'm having a hard time, especially now I have a family.
Right. So what is your biggest struggle on a daily basis being out here? What's the hardest thing you have to deal with?
Sleeping, because I am sleeping over there for right now.
Where? Along this wall here?
Back in the middle there.
Okay.
And it's hard to get some sleep, and then you got to deal with disrespectful people.
Right.
It's not even, people do drugs out here, but it's not even the drugs. It's, they have nothing else to do.
Right, just doing.
I think there's no rehabilitation here where, they should be coming out here teaching some books, once a week.
Right.
Some kind of school thing, some kind of wood trade or something. Somebody can take time out to do that. You know what I'm saying?
We doing a documentary, so
Yeah, so.
okay, I'm not looking at you. Hey, listen. And you heard what I said, right? Okay, as long as we understand each other.
Yo, it's about the homeless. Oh my God. See this?
Right.
I ain't going nowhere, so they ain't gonna run me out.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, now you see what it is.
Yeah. Okay.
We free to point our cameras wherever, and the camera wasn't pointed towards them anyway. But
And hey, listen, you trying to shed a light
what else
on
you
the
want to know?
situation.
I don't want
Okay, so you can't help us in any way, so stay out of it.
You ain't sharing shit.
It's about homeless.
Okay? Well, stay over there. Stay over there. Stay over there then. You heard what I said?
Don't argue with it. So what else you want to ask me?
I'm gonna let that go.
yeah.
It's about the homeless.
Get out her story. Y'all worry about y'all and let her worry about her. I'm not gonna put y'all on nothing. I'm not gonna
me finish this. Man, this nigga done pushed me with that, so we don't even want to deal
Don't
with
walk
him.
up on me.
Yes, he hates
Don't walk up on me.
it. My story done because I got a whole headache.
Alright.
You better get a rematch.
Okay. So. Alright, so check.
Come on, I'm gonna finish it.
Alright. So
I'm
you
telling
said-
my story about
okay,
being
so you
homeless.
said-
Man, why you homeless like that?
And ain't nobody can run me nowhere.
If you want to give us your
It's
story,
about
you
my
can. Don't worry about
homelessness,
that.
where I come from. So why are you looking at
You
me
know
like
exactly what we're doing. We're trying to shed a light on the homeless situation, but you can't tell everybody that because some people ignorant. You can't
And
tell everybody.
I'm trying to make a difference to help us too. So
Exactly.
nobody's going to sit here and just tell me what to do with my life.
Right. I mean, we appreciate you sharing your story with us. You know, some people don't understand.
Yeah, but that was my main thing. Them getting rehabilitation, somebody coming in once a week and doing a different trade or helping them,
Right.
something like that.
Sorry.
Oh, you good? You good? So, well, if you had a piece of advice you had to share to anybody that was experiencing your same situation out here on the streets, what would you tell them?
I give it to God.
Give it to
That's
God.
what I do.
Give it to God.
Yeah.
We appreciate your time.
I do too. I appreciate y'all looking out.
All right.
So what you gonna put it in?
It's called the Mo Hustle Show on YouTube. So if you get any internet access, you're gonna see yourself on there. We're gonna make you famous.
We're gonna make you famous.
All right. We appreciate you.
All right.
All right.